Hello, my name is Andrew Farmer. I'm a senior at McCracken County High School this year. I am born and raised in Paducah, Kentucky. While my parents, one of them being from Paducah, my dad attended Heath High School. My mom is from London, Kentucky, when she went to Laurel County. I have one sister, which is my only sibling. She also went to McCracken County. I have two dogs that are both the golden retrievers, one being a white golden retriever and one being a traditional golden. Something about my name is I was also named after my dad's middle name, which is Andrew. Personality traits about myself. I am very passionate, competitive, driven, talkative, outgoing, and one of my best qualities, I believe, is that I'm personable. I make friends pretty much everywhere I go. I have many hobbies, but my favorites consist of playing baseball, football, playing video games, spending time with my friends, and watching any sporting event on TV. I'm a Kentucky sports fan and also a Broncos football fan because of my dad, because he lived in Colorado when he was a kid for a little bit. But now I can get on to my story. So we took a family vacation to the Bahamas in Nassau. I was 16 years old and my sister had just graduated from high school. She had always wanted to go to the Bahamas, and so finally my parents wore in and we went there. This was the first time for me leaving the country, and well, it was eventful. We started the trip off normal, driving to the Nashville airport. Once we got to the Nashville airport, we flew from Nashville to Tampa. And once we got to Tampa, we flew from Tampa to Nassau. Actually, only about 3 hours of travel. We got to the airport and in Nassau and got off onto a shuttle. The shuttle took us from the Nassau airport to our resort, which was at the time Atlantis. We arrived at the resort. We were having a great time, spending time together as a family, going to the beach, the water park, and everything else that they have to offer there. In these first 2 to 3 days, we were just having a blast, and this is one of the best experiences my family had been a part of. But little did we know what was actually in store for us. So it started off by, on that third day, we took an expedition to go to see sea turtles. And we were riding on a boat normally like anybody else would do, and on the front of the boat, a hatch flew up off the boat, came back and hit my dad in the nose, and he actually broke his nose and he was bleeding, and it was really scary. And we had to go sit in the Nassau, Bahamas ER room for probably 4 or 5 hours that night. So once my dad finally gets his nose okay, they treat him, and he's back to where he can walk around and be with us again, we have to take a COVID test because COVID was prevalent this time, and to leave the country, everybody had to have a negative COVID test. My mom actually ended up testing positive, so we didn't know what we were going to do. This was a scary situation as we were supposed to be locked in for the time until my mom got 2 negative tests in a row. But as we were just sitting in the room, my dad said maybe my sister and I could head on home without them. So we pack up our stuff and we get someone to take us to the airport in Nassau, and we ended up getting through customs and everything without being asked about why we're leaving without our parents. Our excuse was just that my dad had just broken his nose. But long story short, we got through customs, we got back to Nashville, we got to the car, and we came home for another week before my parents were even back. My mom eventually got 2 negative tests, and once she got her negative test, she came back and everybody was safe and good again. But wrapping this whole thing up, this was really crazy and scary. Having something like this happen to you on vacation makes you appreciate these good times with your family more than normal, just because of how bad sometimes it can be. Thank you.